วัสดีครับอาจารย์ครับจะมีรัสเซียนะครับอาจารย์ครับครับผมครับผมเดี๋ยวจะมีครับครับครับทำแล้วครับครับพร้อมแล้วครับโอเคครับ
Hello, welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone is welcome to join. We will try to give priority to our new participant first. Those who have been here many times already can wait in the back. Okay. Our first person, I think, is Maria. Hi, Maria, from Russia.
Hello,
Hi.
Jonathan. Hello.
Hi, you're from St. Petersburg in Russia.
Yes.
And right now you are in Japan.
Yes, in Tokyo.
I see. What can I do for you?
Actually, I wanted to ask a question.
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask, what is the best monastery for a female lay practitioner to stay for a long time? Because in Bat Yan, we cannot stay more than like 7 days or 14 days. But what can be your recommendations where we can stay for like several months to practice sati?
Unfortunately, I don't know. You just have to look around. I'm sorry, but I haven't put much thought to this thing before. I haven't been around. So you have to search maybe in the internet and or go to some all the various Thai forest tradition monastery.
Okay, I have one more question.
I heard of one monastery recommended or mentioned by a Spanish woman. She wanted to go stay there for a long time. And she said this monastery is run by Ajaan Martin. He's from German. He's a German monk. And he studied with Ajaan Mahabur. So, and he's quite strict. So you can try that. So once you get there, then you get to know people, and you can ask around where else are the monastery in the same tradition. You have to go just to search around. Like when I started, I didn't know any particular monastery. I just heard of Ajaan Mahabur, so I went to his monastery first. And fortunately, I found it suitable for me, so I stayed there. But you can go to the first monastery, and then you'll probably meet a few monks or women who stay there, and you can talk to them, and they can recommend you some other similar monastery.
Okay. Thank you very much. I wanted to ask one more question. I was reading your book, Mind and Its Endless Rebirth. And there was a mentioning of a story of Devadatta that Buddha somehow predicted his fate, that now he goes to Avicii hell, and after that he will be born as a human, and then he will become Pachaka Buddha. So I wanted to ask, like, how is it possible? How could Buddha know what Devadatta will do in future?
Well, he knows the trend of the mind, like the trajectory of a rocket. Once it heading toward this direction, where it's gonna end up. So the mind of Devadatta was aiming at Nibbana in the first place, but he got distracted by his defilement, by his supernatural power. So he got distracted. So he had to go pay his mistakes. But once he returned, he will then continue on with his trajectory toward Nibbana.
Okay. Thank you very much. I wanted to thank you for answering all of our questions that my friends are asking now in Vatyan. Thank you very much for giving us so much time.
Okay, you have a few other people, your friend coming to join tonight too, I think.
Yes.
And the next person is Diplomat. Well, go talk to him, okay?
Okay, sure. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. If you have any more questions, you are welcome
Okay.
to us later. Okay, Diplomat. Hi, where are you from? Russia also. Where are you now?
Yeah, and my name is Vadim, really. We've been in your monastery several, maybe a week ago, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, I've got some questions, but yeah, I would like to listen more in different questions. And one of my questions, during my meditation, I'm in Russia now, but I desire to come back. I'm feeling the connection with you. I don't know. I couldn't explain it, but I can feel it. During my meditation in the Kuti, in your monastery, once I felt, your very, very bright sensation in my body, in the whole of my body, and suddenly appear your appearance, your face in my mind. My question is it possible to connection between people during the big distance? Is it possible? How can I explain it? Or it's just my mind imagination?
There are two possibilities here. One, if you are psychic, if you have psychic power, you can connect with other mind through your psychic power. And second possibility is that your mind thinking about it and created these images yourself.
Okay.
So you have to figure out which one it is. Sometimes it's just your mind creating these appearances.
What does it mean?
Sometimes you can connect with somebody, so you have to investigate.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah. I do. Yeah.
But both of these experiences are not important for your practice for enlightenment. So if you don't have this, don't worry about it.
Okay.
The goal is to meditate, to calm your mind, and to make your mind happy. Then after you have a happy mind, you can then get rid of your defilement and become enlightened.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Is it possible to ask another question or
yes,
later?
You can do as many as you want. You can do it one.
Yeah. Okay. I try my best to explain. This is question of my friend. I suppose we asked it before, but I would like to the example of Angulimala, because my friend has some some deals or do something wrong before, and now he would like fix it. He would like change something. But is it possible to his during life, his now in present moment, to change something in his previous deals, previous what happened with him? He not killed, but did some wrong things.
Yes, bad karma.
Yeah, bad karma. Yeah, what should he do? What should he do now to change it?
Well, unfortunately, you cannot go back and change the past, but you can make the present tip on your on the side of good karma by doing more good karma than bad karma. So if you
Only
can,
this way.
yeah, only this way. If you can do like Angulimala, he killed so many people, but in the end, he changed the object of his killing toward his own defilement. So when he killed all his defilement, he did a lot of good karma. This tipped the balance that caused his mind not to have to return and take rebirth anymore. So he didn't have to pay for the bad consequences that he did from his bad karma.
Yeah, in this I would like to clarify for myself. Angulimala made a lot of bad things, but he finally became arhat.
Yes.
Just doing good things. Yeah, just doing
Good karma, yes. You did good
yeah,
karma.
with karma, yeah.
And this is the
That's
highest
it.
karma.
Only
Become enlightened is the highest form of good karma. Once you become enlightened, you don't have to take rebirth. So when there's no rebirth, then the consequence of your karma cannot take effect anymore.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, so try to do as much good karma as you can.
Yeah.
Now, even if you're not enlightened to the level of enlightenment, if your good karma is much stronger than your bad karma could not take effect yet, because your good karma will take effect first.
Okay. Thank you so much.
And the three good karma that the Buddha recommend is to do charity work, help other people, make other people happy, dana, and keeping the precept, avoiding doing any more bad karma. And the third one is to purify your mind by the practice of meditation. So these are the three things these are the three things that you should be doing in order to tip the balance of your bad karma.
The practice of meditation should be at the part of his practice, right?
That's the most important part, but sometimes it's harder to practice. So it's better to do some easier good karma, like practicing charity first.
I see.
If you can afford to do charity, do charity. Until you can no longer do charity, then you have to keep the precepts, stop killing, stop stealing, stop cheating, for instance, and then try to meditate as much as possible.
He's doing charity a lot, but he doesn't meditate yet.
Well, he can start learning. We all can start. It's like we have to start going to school, like learn the ABC. So you have to start to learn how to meditate.
Okay.
If he's serious about overcoming his bad karma.
Okay, thank you so much.
Anything else?
No, thank you. No, it's okay. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm very, very grateful for you.
Yeah,
Thank
welcome to join anytime. You can let your friend know. If if they want to ask questions, they can come and join us. It will be
Okay.
good if you could let us know first who you are, your name, so that we know who, so we can allow you to come in. Because sometimes we
Okay.
have some people make troublemaker and they like to come in and disrupt our meeting.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you so much. But unfortunately, he doesn't speak English. I would like to help him. Yeah.
Maybe you can be interpreting for him.
Yep. Yep. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. You too.
Okay. Next is Victoria, also from Russia. Hi, Victoria.
Good evening. I have low voice now. I want to understand difference between two phrases. One phrase, don't do more for others than for yourself. And another phrase, think about others more than about yourself. What is difference between these phrases?
Well, basically, the Buddha teaches us to look after ourselves first. We have to get rid of our suffering first before we can go and help other people getting rid of their suffering. Like the Buddha, he spent 6 years practicing until he became enlightened. During that time, he didn't help anybody, but helped himself. But after he became enlightened, then he was ready to help other people. And he did it for 45 years until his death. So this is basically what he means by helping yourself first. But you're also thinking about other people, but you have to wait for before you can help them, you have to be able to help yourself first.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Does this answer your question?
No, I have one question.
Just one question. Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. You're welcome. Where are you now? Are you in Russia or are you in Tokyo with Maria?
Yes, I'm in Russia now. I
see.
came back home.
Okay. Maybe you come back again next year?
I want with pleasure.
Okay. You can practice Dhamma anywhere though. You can meditate anywhere. You can do it at home. If you have any question, you can come here and ask us and we'll try to help you with your question.
Thank you very much. Thank
All right. Good luck to
you.
you. Next, Alvin from Malaysia.
Namaskar, Ajaan. I'm just here to pay respect and listening. No question. Thank you.
Next, Professor Ken from Switzerland.
Good afternoon, Ajaan. No questions at the moment, just listening.
Okay, Philip from Malaysia also.
Good evening, Ajaan. I'm here to pay my respects. I don't have any questions this morning. This evening, sorry.
Okay, Rohini from the UK.
Good evening, Ajaan. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. I keep practicing every day, although my mindfulness is not continuous, but I try to practice diligently. Yes, because I read Ajaan's latest book, Why Suffer?
Yes,
And
how did you find it?
yeah, it's really, really helpful because it's really because I did suffer very much in the past due to my daughter's activities and how she treated me. Now I really can forget all that and make up my mind and continue practicing my meditation. It's really helpful. Thank you.
Yes.
And Yeah, so
So
I'm
how do you find your practice to be going better, improving?
yeah, very much. But some days is doing very well because I think sometimes I think, okay, tonight I'm going to meditate till 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. But then when it comes to 12 o'clock or something like that, then I change my mind and lie down. Things like that is up and down, but yeah, so
Yeah, you have to look at your strength, how much you can
yeah,
do.
I think I'm pushing too hard or I'm expecting too much or something like that. So when I can't keep up to the what I plan, so that I feel worried. So
Yeah, you have to find the middle way, not too hard on yourself, but not too relaxed, somewhere
yeah,
in between.
I don't want to come back to this world again in any form. So I must work.
Yes, just keep on practicing.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Yes, thank you very much.
Sometimes your desire is too
Yeah,
strong and can be counterproductive.
yeah. I feel that because I really I'm scared of the. I don't want to come back. So I wanted to.
Yeah, just keep on practicing, and
Yeah.
eventually you won't come back. The Buddha said either 7 days or 7 months or 7 years.
I'm so grateful to Ajaan. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay, you're welcome. Next, Apalachita from Dubai.
Good evening, Prajan.
You have to speak louder, please.
Okay, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, better.
Okay, I think it's the laptop. Yes, I just want to say good evening, and I just wanted to share that simplifying my day seems to have helped the meditation. So I like that, and I didn't think it would. So I understand why kind of restraining or following 8 precepts can be almost a good aid rather than a sacrifice.
Yes, it's a support. It helps your meditation. It prevents you from going after sensual pleasure. That's the purpose of the 8 precepts.
Yes. So yeah.
And living alone also is very helpful. When you don't have to interact with other people, you don't have to think too much. When you live with other people, you have to interact with them. You have to think how to interact with them. Are you living alone now?
Yes, I'm living alone now, and the interactions I have is mostly just, teaching yoga or one or two times meeting friends, but I don't have any responsibility within my space. So yeah, maybe that has also helped. So
yeah, live simply is also helpful, to have little as possible, so you don't have to look after them or worry about them.
yes.
Just have the four basic requisites of life: food, clothing, shelter, and medicine.
Okay.
That's all we need. Then for the mind, we need mindfulness, starting with mindfulness and keeping the precepts.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
And no question for you?
no questions. I was just maybe if I wanted to kind of, obviously I have to be self-disciplined myself, but any suggestions how to increase meditation time? Considering I still have to work, any way I can set up a routine? What would you suggest?
Well, you set up a schedule, find out the time that you have for your meditation, and try to stick to your schedule. Try to reduce other activities. Only do the essential activity only. The non-essential ones, give it to meditation or mindfulness practice. Walking meditation or sitting meditation or listening to Dhammatalk or reading Dhamma books, for instance. Try to eliminate all the worldly stuff, like following the news, entertainment, and so forth.
Okay.
And moderation in eating also. Try to see if you can reduce your food consumption, maybe to just one time a day, if it's
Yes,
possible.
I'm trying to do 1 meal a day. I mean, it will not be before 12, but I'm just saying 1 meal a day would be good. Yeah.
This will be helpful toward your meditation.
Right. Okay.
And be mindful all the time. Don't let your mind think aimlessly.
That's true.
Okay, good luck to you.
Okay. Thank you, Ajaan. Thank you.
Next, Gary from Singapore.
I'm just here to pay respect, Ajaan. No questions. Thank you.
Okay. Kok Seng also from Singapore.
Greeting, Prajan. Yeah, just after Prajan, I'm able to follow my schedule now for early morning and the later part of morning and then for afternoon. Prajan, I have 2 questions today. The first one is last week you mentioned about to push oneself as much as possible, but not to be counterproductive. So may I check, Prajan, so what is examples of pushing oneself such that our practice become counterproductive?
When it's not producing result, so it's become counterproductive. Sometimes you're pushing too hard and you're creating unnecessary stress in yourself. See? So instead of getting rid of stress, you are increasing more stress from your own practice. So you have to watch the stress that may arise from your practice.
Okay. Then, the second question, Prajan, please pardon me for my ignorance. This afternoon, after I have finished washing the dishes, and when and after that, there was this thought arise in me to have a cup of coffee, make myself a cup of coffee to drink. But on the other hand, I also recall, Prajan, you have instructed that not to drink coffee because it's a kind of sensual pressures, and I should try to restrain it. Therefore, I didn't make myself a cup of coffee. So my question is, why does such a thought it will occur from time to time?
Because it's a habit of the mind. Once it used to do something, it will keep thinking about the thing that it used to do. It will repeat itself. So it becomes a habit. If you used to drink coffee, you think of coffee. Whenever you want to drink something, you think of coffee first of all.
Yes.
You can change the habit. Next time, just drink plain water. Every time you want to drink, you say drink plain water. And eventually you're just thinking about drinking plain water and nothing else.
In drinking coffee after lunch for quite some time, drinking just plain water, but from time to time, such thoughts will still arise. And sometimes I was just thinking, is it okay just have a sip of coffee? And so sometimes there's this struggle So, and I'm restraining myself, okay, not to drink, not to drink. But I'm just thinking, is there, will I be able to overcome it using wisdom to overcome this desire from
Yes,
arising?
you can use wisdom by asking yourself, who's drinking this coffee? The body or the mind? Yeah. And the body doesn't know what it is drinking. And what the body needs is water. It doesn't need coffee.
Okay, yeah.
And also the harm in drinking coffee is habit forming. So once you drink it, you start to become addicted to it. And when you cannot get coffee, then you can become irritated or not happy.
Yes. Okay. And I see it now. So it is it's the mind that wants the coffee and not the body that needs the coffee. The body just needs
Need the
plain
water.
Yeah. Okay. I can
Same way
see
with
it.
other food. Same way with other food. If you still like to eat this or that particular food, it means you probably still addicted to the taste and the flavor of the food. And the body doesn't know anything about the taste or flavor. The body just needs the food to maintain its life. So you can just eat anything that you don't like, but the body can, but not harmful, but useful to the body.
Okay. Meaning that if I were to be outside and I need to buy some cooked food, I'll buy some food that the mind doesn't like, but is still
Good for the body.
Yeah, still good for the body. Okay.
This is a way of trying to breaking your old habits. You used to like to eat particular food, so every time you're hungry, you think of those particular food. But if you could not get them, then you can become unhappy, right? So try to eat any kind of food, so that you can be happy with any type of food.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what we monks are trained to do. See, we don't know what we're gonna eat tomorrow. We go to the village and we just collect food, and whatever we get from the food from the village, that's what we eat. We never dream about of what type of food we're gonna eat tomorrow. We just take whatever food is given to us. So we have no worry about eating. We can eat any type of food, just as long as it doesn't hurt the body, not harmful to the body.
Okay. Yeah. I will train my mind in this way.
Yes, then your mind can become peaceful and don't have too much worry about food.
Yes. Yeah. And then I do not have this kind of struggle and dilemma.
Yes. Okay. Good luck to you.
Okay. Thank you, Ajaan.
Maybe you could become a monk one day. You can do this.
Actually, Ajaan, I think I mentioned that when I was young, I was already very attracted by the teachings of Buddha. But at the same time, I know that I'm not ready to become a monk because I'm attracted to people of the opposite gender. And I know that I want to have a girlfriend, want to get married. So So for so that is for this lifetime. So eventually I have a girlfriend, I got married, got children. So now I'm a householder.
Okay, but you can break this attachment by using a contemplation on the unpleasant aspects of the body. So that one day if your spouse should happen to pass away, then you won't be looking for a new spouse. And then you might be ready to become a monk. Still not too late, you're still young, you still have. And look at the opportunity that you will miss. This is a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity to come across the teaching of the Buddha.
Yes.
When you return next time, there might not be Buddhism around for you to study or to rely on.
Yes. This is one of the fear I have, that yeah, the next time when I come back, and if I'm still born as a human being, I may not be able to come across the Dharma again.
That's right.
Mm,
So try to make as much as effort as you can for this particular lifetime, because this is the golden opportunity for you to be a
yes.
human and to come across the teaching of the Buddha.
Yes.
Okay.
And and the Buddha Sasana is coming to an end. Yeah.
Yes, according to the Buddha, he predicted about 5,000 years. So it's halfway now. It's over 2,500 years.
Yes.
Your next birth might be a long time, because you might have to go receive the reward of your good or bad karma first.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, Praja.
You're welcome. Next, Ricardo from Uruguay.
Hello, Tana-chan. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude for all your teachings, and I have a light cold, and the inspiration I have here that we have people from different parts of the world sharing the Dharma, and all with a good friendship, talking and dialoguing here. So thank you for making this possible from all around the world.
You're welcome.
Second, I was hearing on your YouTube channel the teachings of Ajaan Jia. Could you tell us a little bit about his life, if it's possible?
He's a contemporary of Ajaan Mahabua. They studied together with Ajaan Man, so they were friends. They were close. Their age are quite close to each other, so they're like friends. But according to Ajaan Mahabua, I think he's the closest disciple of Ajaan Man, Ajaan Jia. I have his life or biography posted on the YouTube, I think.
Wonderful, wonderful. The readings that IA translates all the teachings, speaks all the teachings, and it's beautiful, beautiful. I suggest everyone here to hear those stories and the book. It's wonderful.
Yes.
Yes, please.
No, go ahead.
Okay. One of the second question would be, one of the teachings he talks about is what happens to me sometimes, is that while I'm practicing Buddha, even though it's frequent, the mind has the space, enough space as to put one thing in between one Buddha and the next Buddha. So what he did was to just say do, so the mind wouldn't have time. How would you, is that a good suggestion?
Well, you can try it out. See, each practitioner has to try their own tricks, you know. Sometimes it works for him, but it might not work for you. For me, most of the time, I didn't use Buddha when I practiced. I concentrate on watching my body movement, every movement of my body, whatever I do. From the time I get up, before I get up, I have to know already that I'm getting up. See, I'm watching my body. From lying down, I get up and sit, and then I stand, then I walk, then I go to do whatever I need to do, brushing my teeth, taking a shower or whatever. I keep washing my body all the time, not allowing my mind to go other places, think about other things. So each one has a different, unique way of practicing mindfulness. You just have to find your way.
Yes, it's true. It's true. Okay, and the last question would be, this is just intellectual. In Western English translation, when the Buddha reach or getting the Nirvana, which it's translated by realization. I think realization comes from realize, but even in Spanish it makes it more confused. It's a confusion. Could you talk about what's the Pali word and if it's realization a good translation to English?
Yes, I think the Pali word is vimutti yana tatsana. The realization that you're free from suffering. Vimutti. Vimutti means to be free from suffering. Yana tatsana is to have the vision or the realization that your mind now free from suffering completely. That's nibbana. Because once there's no suffering in the mind, then that's the definition of nibbana. And the cessation of all the cause of suffering also disappear. The cessation of all cause of suffering. The three cravings: craving for sensual pleasure, craving for being, and craving for not being. And these are eliminated by the practice of wisdom and mindfulness, with the support of sila, practice of keeping the precept, the 8 precepts, and meditate until you get to jhana, and then investigate the nature of things as being anicca, dukkha, anatta. And once you see everything is anicca, dukkha, anatta, you stop all your cravings for them, because you don't want to go after anicca, dukkha, anatta, because it means suffering. If you go after things that is anicca, you can possess it for a brief time, and then sooner or later you will have to lose it. When you lose it, then you get suffering, you get sadness. So when you see anything that is being temporarily, you don't want to go after, because you will end up in suffering sooner or later. So you can stop all your cravings eventually. And when there's no more craving left, then there's no more dukkha. And when there's no more dukkha, then you know the mind is now pure of suffering, pure of defilement. The mind doesn't go take any birth anymore. And that's nibbana. It's the mind, the state of mind. The word nibbana is really meaning the state of the mind, being pure and free from suffering, pure from defilement. So when you get to that point, you get this vimutti yana dasana. You realize that the mind is now free from suffering forever, free from taking birth, no more birth. And you know that there's no more work for you to do. You're out of work once you get there. You don't have to do any more practice. You don't have to meditate, you don't have to investigate or anything anymore. You just enjoy the remaining time of your life. Usually not enjoying, but more spending time teaching other people, so that they can also become free from suffering. I think it took the Buddha 2 months to decide whether he wants to teach or not. He became enlightened on the 6th month of the lunar calendar. And then he decided finally to teach 2 months later.
Wow.
And then from then on, he taught people every day, 4 or 5 times a day, 3 or 4 times a day, every day, until the end of his life. And he produced many arahants, many noble disciples. He didn't build any temples. He didn't build any monastery. He didn't build any JD or pagoda or Buddha images. He just built people to become arahant. Okay.
Beautiful.
Clear
Thank
enough?
you, Tanajan.
All right.
Yeah, more than enough. Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
you're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Is that
Be
all?
well.
Is that all for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Be well.
I'll go to Lynn now from Indonesia.
Good evening, Tanajan. Hope you're well and healthy.
Yes, I'm well and healthy. Thank you.
I would like to share my experience on meditation during my self-retreat. So it was 2 days ago when I started having sitting meditation. I felt that one of my hands was painful. So I tried to ignore it because I thought it might be my mental fabrication. So I keep on focusing on my breath. And soon after that, I have my second hand, like both of my hands had the same painful feeling also. So I try to focus on my breath. And not long after that, the painful feeling spread to my legs. So I basically had that painful feeling all over my body. At that time, I switched to reciting mantra, but I recited it a lot faster because I knew that my mindfulness was not that strong. But I soon realized that I could be bitten by some sort of insects. I tried to make peace with myself and then with the painful feeling. And also I tried ways to try to sort of tell the insects to leave me alone, or so I can keep on meditation and they can crawl all over my body as long as they don't bite me. But it didn't work out that way. So it came to the point that where my mind was so restless and agitated, I became to have aversion towards that painful feeling and the insects. So I ended my meditation. After I opened my eyes, and it was about 2 hours later, I saw that there are armies of ants, red ants, lining and marching on my hands and my legs. So I was literally attacked by the ants. So I just would like to ask Ajahn, what would be the best way to deal with this kind of situation?
The best way is to continue meditating and leave the body alone. Let the body be. If you want to become enlightened, then you know that the body isn't you, you're not the body. And you still attach to your body, see, when you still worry about it. If you want to be free from suffering caused by your body, then you should just let the body be. Just continue on with your mental recitation. And once your mind became calm, then your mind will not be affected by whatever happened to the body. If not, then every time you meditate and when you come across painful feeling by whatever causes, you will not be able to proceed further. You will not be able to give up the painful feeling arising from the body. You still cling to the nama khandha, the Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. And cling to the body. You still cling to the 5 khandhas, really. The body and feeling.
But if I have that aversion, if I keep on going, will I be using willpower instead of?
Well, mindfulness. You use mindfulness, just recite the mantra, and then Don't pay attention to the painful feeling that arises at the time. You can call mindfulness willpower. So willpower, the willpower to stop reacting, just to leave everything alone. Leave the body alone, leave the feeling alone. So you can get to equanimity. Once the mind becomes calm, it will have equanimity, and then it will not be affected by whatever is happening to the body.
Even though that I need to struggle throughout the process before I can get my mind calm down to let the body.
Yeah, you give up your meditation, your mindfulness. Instead of trying to develop more mindfulness, you stop. Then when you stop, then the mind can no longer be able to withstand the pain of the body. So you have to keep reciting Bhutto, 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 or whatever mantra you want to use until the mind become calm and give up the attachment to the body. Then whatever happens to the body, it will not affect the mind. The mind might experience the pain, but no longer reacting to the pain. No aversion. It can live with the pain, put it that way. Once it becomes calm, when it has equanimity, it means you have to enter into the fourth jhana, really. So try again next time. If you want to overcome your painful feeling. There's no other way. You have to use mindfulness. Wisdom, you already know that pain is anicca, anatta. But you just still have reaction to it. You should not have reaction to anything. You should just be merely knowing the pain arise, knowing pain remain, knowing pain disappear by itself.
So should I focus on the pain or just
No, on the mantra. No focus on the pain, because when you look at the pain, you have more aversion. You want to forget about the pain by using the mantra to pull your mind away from the pain. So when you forget about the pain, then you have aversion for the pain. Then the suffering in the mind will disappear. The cause of your mind not able to withstand the pain is the suffering caused by the aversion, by the defilement. We call vibhava tanha. This is what we want to stop. By mindfulness, by reciting a mantra. Or if some people might like do some longer chanting, they can chant something to keep the mind away from the pain, not to think about the pain, ignore the pain. And when there's no aversion, no suffering in the mind, then the mind can remain calm and not affected by the pain of the body. You're halfway there now. Don't stop. Continue on with your mantra. Die with your mantra. Use your mantra as your refuge. This is the Dhamma. The Dhamma is my refuge. The Dhamma is mindfulness. The mantra is your refuge for the mind, not the body. You're doing this for your mind, not for the body. You leave the body alone. You know the body will eventually die anyway, regardless of how well you look after it. Okay.
I have another question. I managed to fast 48 hours, and then I noticed that I have two cravings actually, craving for food and craving for doing things. But the craving for doing things is more dominant than craving for food. Just would like to ask Ajahn, what's the reason for that?
What's the reason?
Yeah.
Because the mind is not happy with itself, so it wants to do something to keep it busy. So you have to calm the mind down, make it still. Once it becomes still, then it will have no craving to do anything. It's not so much why that you should know. It's how that you should know. How am I going to deal with these cravings? For me, I try to force myself to stay put in one place for 6 hours. I can sit or I can stand, but I cannot move away from this point. Even regardless how much I want to do something, I'm gonna set up a schedule and say this next 6 hours I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna sit or stand. Unless if I have to go to the toilet, then I'll walk to the toilet. But as soon as I finish, I'll come back and sit and stand in the same place. Because then if you do it like this, then there's no excuse for you to do anything. If you don't, then they'll find some excuse. Oh, I have to clean this place up. I have to do something. Because the mind is not happy when it has nothing to do. So it has to find something to do to keep it busy. When it's not doing something, it becomes restless and agitated.
Is reading Dharma books also one of the kilesas?
Well, if you want to stop doing everything, yes. You can use the wisdom and the mindfulness that you have inside you also. You can contemplate on the 32 parts of the body. You can contemplate on the 4 elements. You can, recite the mantra or recite the 4 foundation of mindfulness or whatever. This you can do in order to keep your mind from being from craving to do some other thing. You can use mindfulness or you can use wisdom to deal with the agitated and restless mind, not by giving in to your craving. Because once you give in to your craving will come and demand more the next time. So you have to resist your craving. By doing this, then the next time your craving will become less and less and less. Every time you resist your craving, the craving will eventually disappear.
I still have 4 more days to go, so I'll try harder.
Yeah. Try to set up schedules. Say, I'm going to sit in this chair for 6 hours. I can stand or I can sit. When I feel tired from sitting, I'll stand up. And after I stand and I feel tired from standing, I'll sit. But I'll do nothing else except going to the toilet. And if you're thirsty, then you can have a bottle of water by your side to drink. It's so simple, but it's so hard to do, right?
I thought 6 hours is a long, like one stretch to do, but it can be like
yeah, but you need
something.
You need something drastic to produce results. See, no pain, no gain. That's the word. But you're not hurting anybody. You're not hurting your body. Just pretend you're riding on a plane for 6 hours, and not the type of plane, ancient plane where there's no entertainment, no food, no distraction. Just sitting on the plane for 6 hours, and you cannot go to sleep either. Okay. So you have either to use mindfulness or you have to use wisdom. You can meditate, you can recite the mantra, or you can recite the sutta. Well, reciting the sutta gives you wisdom and also gives you mindfulness at the same time. I'll contemplate on the 32 parts of the body. Keep your mind busy, then it will stop the cravings. And when there's no craving, you feel at ease. You don't feel pushed or being driven by your craving. There is a breaking point when you find that the craving that you used to have disappear temporarily, and you feel a relief in your mind. The mind becomes, instead of restless or agitated, it becomes peaceful and calm. Okay.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll let you know again next week. Thank you, Tanajan.
Right. You're welcome. Next, outsourcing from Malaysia, Penang.
Good evening, Tanajan.
Yes.
Last week I attended the online retreat for 8 days. My mindfulness was good, the practice was good. Then I contemplate after coming out from my samadhi. The challenging part is I had flu throughout the entire retreat. I had flu, but the sickness did not deter me from carry on my retreat.
Good. It means your mind is strong enough. Your mindfulness is strong enough to prevent your cravings from pushing you to give up your practice.
I was pondering on what Ajahn mentioned 2 weeks ago about doing self-retreat at home. I was thinking I would try to do self-retreat at home 1 or 2 days a week.
That's good. The Buddha said recommend at least once a week, once a week, right, on observance day. That we should stop our working and then spend our time on the practice of meditation and mindfulness and keeping the precepts, the 8 precepts. Retreat, like you said. You can, on your retreat, you can read Dhamma books, you can listen to Dhamma talks. Unless you want to stop everything and just want to use mindfulness and wisdom to deal with your mind, then you don't use anything external, or use whatever you have, use the mental resources that you have.
I'll give it a try.
Try to sit for 6 hours, try to stay
6
in one.
hours, I don't think so. 6 hours is too long.
It's good.
3 hours maybe, 6 hours I think it's too long.
You don't have to do anything, so what's so difficult? You're not carrying anything heavy, or you're not working or doing anything. You're just being not busy, that's all.
Mm.
Try to not be busy for a change.
Mm.
All right?
All right, thank you, Ajahn, for your guidance.
You're welcome. Next, Kek Genso, also from Penang.
Tanajan, good evening.
Yes.
Just to send regards, Tanajan, and pay respect. No questions.
Okay. Do you have self-retreat also?
Normally I do the 8 precepts, yeah.
Every day, normally?
In the temple, yeah.
In the temple, not at home.
Not at home, yeah.
Okay. But you keep the 5 precepts. If you're not keeping the 8, then you keep at least the 5 precepts all the time.
Yeah, I have the 5 precepts, yes, that's right.
Okay, good. All right. Keep up with your practice.
Thank you.
Next, Tommy from Australia. Did you ordain as a monk for a while before Advat Mapjan?
Was a nan for about 2 months.
I see, 2 months. Didท่านอาจารย์Anand allow women to stay there for a long time?
Not when I was living there, but they built a place for women to stay when I was there.
I see.
Yeah.
but you're not sure how long they're allowed to stay, right?
No, I think that there's a Kuba Ajahn Meiji in Bunkan. Actually, I wrote down the name because the lady last week, Marissa, she was talking about going to Ajahn Martin's.
Yes.
And when I was meditating, I thought if she was here, it's Satan Tam Mechi Suwan Gail Satit.
สถานธรรมแม่ชีแก้วสถิต
Huh.
Okay.
And she has lots of Kruba Ajahns coming to visit her. And she goes to see Lungpo Bunma and Lungpo Bunmi, all the Kruba Ajahns. So I think maybe she special Meiji.
Good. likeแม่ชีแก้ว
Did you ever meet Meiji Gao?
I never met her personally, but just heard about her.
She never visited Bantan when you were there?
I never met her when I was at Bantan. But I think she used to practice with Ajahn Mahabur in his early years when he started developing his own monastery. I think she was at Wat Bantan for a few years.
Oh.
And afterwards, she returned back to her hometown and established a monastery near her hometown, I think.
I started going through the Satipatthana Sutta.
Yes.
And reading the commentary. And I didn't get very far before I got confused. And
yes,
so
you have
I
to
was
realize
wondering,
that it's divided into three sections, really. The four foundation of mindfulness. The first on mindfulness, how to practice mindfulness. Second, how to meditate with anapanasati to get to jhana. Then the third is to investigate the nature of the body, feelings, and the mind.
So do you do so Kayana Nupassana, that comes first, right?
That first, yes, by using mindfulness of the body as your first practice.
And this is the Anapanasati bit.
Not yet, yeah, but you do this alternatively. Like when you're not meditating, then you're mindful of your body all the time. And when
So it's the postures.
when you're meditating, then you just watch your breath when you're meditating. Until you eventually get to the fourth jhana.
So these So these instructions, so I was going through, it's like, you're going to say something?
Go ahead.
So I was going through the instructions. It's like, I'm breathing in long, I'm breathing out long, I'm breathing in short, experiencing the whole body. And then in the commentary, it says the mind body and the physical body.
I think you don't have to worry about this thing. Just watch your breath. That's all. Don't think. Don't try to analyze anything. Just watch your breath. Know that it comes in. Know that it goes out. Know that it is long or short. That's all. That's anapanasati.
Okay. And then at the end it says he dwells contemplating the nature of the body in regard to himself, and he dwells contemplating the nature of the body in regards to others.
This is the next level. This is wisdom. You study the nature of your body as being anicca, dukkha, anatta, and asubha.
Okay.
This come after you have reached your fourth jhana first. So it's still a long way before you can get to wisdom. For some it takes years before they can get to jhana, first of all. 10 years of mindfulness practice and anapanasati.
So what happens if someone doesn't contemplate a subha after first jhana and they just keep doing Buddha?
Until you get to the fourth jhana, when the mind becomes peaceful, still, and have equanimity and contentment.
So you shouldn't do a subha to the fourth jhana.
Yeah, right. After you get, not in the fourth jhana either. This is a separate practice. What practicing for jhana and practicing for wisdom are two separate practices.
Ah.
It's like two separate subjects, geography and science, for instance. You don't study them at the same time.
So when you come out of, if somebody comes out of first jhana and they go through the 32 parts, is it wasted?
It's not as effective as if you would come from the fourth jhana, because you will still not be able to stop your cravings with the first or second or third jhana.
Okay. Is it like a graph with a certain amount of raga tanha and you get 0.001% every time you contemplate?
You see, your raga tanha appears because of your view on the body as being good looking or attractive. And in order to stop this raga tanha, you have to look at in the opposite way. Look at the body as not being attractive or good looking. Look at it as unpleasant. But this is like I said, this is the third level of practice already. Before you can do this effectively, you need to be able to enter into jhana, the fourth jhana, all the time, anytime you want to.
Okay.
Then after that, then when you study the nature of the body, then you can stop your cravings.
I see.
Like right now, you have the wisdom, you know the nature of your body, but you cannot stop your craving or your attachment to your body yet, because you don't have jhana, you don't have the fourth jhana, you don't have equanimity.
I understand. I wanted to ask, today I had to go to the doctor and I found out I got arthritis in my back. So I'm gonna be an old man when I'm a young man. And I might have to have surgery because I have this recurring infection in my butt. But I had to wait for a couple of hours, and there's lots of kind of questionable people with questionable sila around the town. And I saw these guys, and instantly I get this feeling they're like kind of like hungry ghosts or something, and straight away the fear comes up before I can even have a chance to stop it. And I just wonder, is that karma when it's like sometimes the raga tanha, you see the image and it's like a horse running past the window. There's no chance to even have mindfulness to stop it. And sometimes the fear is the same, like if a dog barks or a loud sound, is that just karma?
It's your reaction that you have been doing in the past before, so it becomes automatic. When you see something or hear something, you react automatically. But you can change this by the practice of wisdom and mindfulness and wisdom.
So would an arahant, they have no like scare reflex?
No, there's no aversion for anything. It sees everything as the natural phenomenon.
Oh. Okay. I don't have any more questions.
Okay. Give up your practice. Okay.
Thanks, Ajahn.
You're welcome. Next, Piyao and Indira, doctor. Both doctors from Toronto.
Good morning
Good
from
morning,
Toronto,
Ajahn.
Ajahn.
Yes. Do you have any comment about what we said today? Commentator, you are our commentator from the scripture.
Okay, so I think the first one, I think somebody was asking about the doing a lot of bad karma in the past, and how can we get rid of do good, how to negate that, like how to overcome the bad karma in the past. I think he took the example of Angulimala. But in this situation, I think the Buddha came up with a sutra called Lopahala Sutra, Lonapala Sutra, Lonapala. Sorry, actually, Lonapala Sutra. It's about the salt crystal. So you put the same salt crystal in the flowing river, or put in a glass or a cup. The cup is salty, hard to drink. But if you put in the same salt in the river, you can the water is still fit to drink. So if you keep doing good things all the time, your trivial karma can dilute it out. So the idea is you have the option. Dharma is not deterministic. You can change, dilute it out by doing good stuff. As you said, dana, sila. If you cannot do bhavana, at least dana, sila, you can dilute out the karma. It's called Lonapala Sutra, Anguttara Nikaya 399. So that's a metaphor. He talks about the salt crystal.
Yes, that's good.
And also you said how much hard you said pushing. Somebody talking about the push, how much to push. I think again another sutra, Buddha, when Devata came and asked Buddha, how did you cross the stream? He said, I didn't try very hard. If you tried very hard, I would have got caught to the whirlpools and got drowned. But if I stay still, I would still drown. So I just, the right effort I put to cross over the stream. Just like I think the lute, if you tighten too much, it'll snap. If you don't, it'll be too lax. Then you don't get a tune. So you have to, as you said, you need to know your right samma. What is samma for you might be different from samma for another person.
Yes, that's right, because we have different moral strength.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. I have a question about the when you talk about the three knowledges, Buddha said that's the kind of a hallmark for an arahat, three knowledges, but not. It's called Chutopat Padanana and Hubbe Nivarsutanana and Asavakya. But not all arahats have all three. I guess only one is the requisite for sure. That is the Asavakya, the last one.
Which I say, Vimutiyana Nasana.
Yes. So knowing about the past births or how they are people be born according to their karma is not absolutely necessary, but you need to get rid of your the astrava, the defilements, asavakya jnana. That's a must.
That's
so
right.
Yeah, so the asava or the defilements, these underlying defilements, it's not that this could be some sort of a things you cling in the past, like with your cravings, you're clinging. This becomes your some kind of memories or like perceptions embedded, and it keeps coming back. But it's not they are coming back. It's because your craving is the one you pull it out, because the memories are still there. Only you decide to put your hand in. That's when because that means the craving is still there. That's when the astravas, the defilements come out. It's not the defilements itself, because of the craving. So in other words, like in the fourth jhana, do you have some sort of nibbida at one stage? Because nibbida is reached to nirodha and viragas. Nibbidang virajit, viraga nirodha. So, but this nibbida, like our disenchantment or distaste to something, is a temporary, right? It's because your wisdom is not solid enough, but still there is a nibbida, because it's like a sponge which is fully saturated. You can't put any more water to it, like the fourth jhana. Just you can't have any more, but it is that nibbida is without wisdom, like a disenchantment at the fourth jhana. But with the wisdom, you get complete nibbida, and then lead to viraga, like this dispassion. Is it?
Yes, yes. With the jhana or samadhi, it's a temporary release from suffering. But with wisdom, it's a permanent release from suffering.
So there is some release, at least for the state while you're in jhana. But when you come out, your
Yes.
cravings are still there. Your wisdom is not strong enough. You can get pulled with the
That's
craving.
right. That's right. But if you have wisdom, when you eliminate all your craving, then there will be no more craving that will pull you toward any suffering.
So the fourth jhana is like a platform for us.
It's a temporary nibbana, really. That's what it is. When you're in the fourth jhana, it's as if you're in nibbana, but it's a temporary nibbana. When you come out, your craving and your defilement start to return. So you start to have restlessness and agitation and suffering. But if you use wisdom, you can get rid of this permanently.
So can a person get into niraya, apaya, or the lower realms even after reaching fourth jhana?
You mean before you can get to before you get to wisdom, you have to have the fourth jhana as the support. See?
Yeah. So even I think you can read the jhana. I think even Devadatta, I think he went to the niraya, right? Because he said jhanas.
That's a different one. That's not jhana. That's not the fourth jhana. It's called upajjhara samadhi.
Okay.
This is not in jhana. It's different.
Okay. But he had psychic powers though.
That's why you get the psychic power to enter in this level of it's not the fourth and it's not the rupa jhana and it's not the arupa jhana, but somewhere in between.
Okay, got it.
You first have to get to the fourth jhana before you can get into the psychic mode.
But that's not a necessary requisite, right? Not for
No, it doesn't have equanimity or contentment. But it gives you special ability.
Can people get misdirected when you get these abilities? Like
yes, like Devadatta. See? Devadatta have this ability, and he thought he was enlightened because of this ability. So when he asked the Buddha for permission for him to be the next teacher after the Buddha said, "You're crazy." Even my chief disciple, I don't anoint them as to be my successor. And who are you to ask for this? He got real angry for the Buddha on what the Buddha said. So he tried to kill the Buddha 3 times.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Yeah. So, Tanajan, now there are 2 ways, like Arahat Cheto Vibhukti and Jnana Vibhukti. Panya Vibhukti.
No, it's not 2 ways. It's the same way, but the 2 different
what they use mostly, I think.
What's more effective? See?
Yes.
See, Jeta Vimutti is someone who is more effective with samadhi. More efficient, not effective.
More efficient.
Has special psychic power. These are samadhi Jeto.
Yes. Okay.
Why Panya Vimutti is someone who has wisdom.
Wisdom faculty, yes.
And they can use this wisdom to teach other people.
Yeah, I think it's what they mostly use for the enlightenment is Cheto or Prajna. Like depends on that.
You need both. You need
you need both.
To become enlightened.
Yeah.
And then you can if you have more psychic power, you have psychic power, you can use psychic power as a tool for your teaching. If you have wisdom, then you use wisdom as a tool for your teaching.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like the 2 hands I think we spoke about. We need both.
Like the 2 chief disciples of the Buddha, one is Jento Vimutti and the other Panya Vimutti. But the Buddha has both ability, both Jento and Panya Vimutti. The Buddha has wisdom to teach and also the psychic power to use to demonstrate that teaching to other people.
He rarely used the psychic powers unless it's absolutely necessary to convert people, right?
To Angulimala, for example.
and also alavaka, the yakka too.
Yes, a few things in certain instances.
Yeah, Amma Mahapelahara, like he both fire and water from.
Yeah, and he kind of some young monks who got these powers tried to demonstrate. He didn't like it. Like he kind of said, "Don't do that." It's like getting naked in front of a crowd, a woman. You know, it's kind of scolded. I think there's a
2 months,
young
story. Months, so, yes.
Anyway,
thank you so much,
Sanatan. We'll let you go.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you for your commentary. Helpful,
okay.
very helpful.
Thank
Next,
you.
Alfredo from Sao Paulo. Hi, are you Jeto Vimutti or Panya Vimutti?
Patini Saga, Bante, Patini Saga. The reflection of Dhammas. Ay, Bante, it's difficult, né, Bante? I am a Theravada Buddhist. I receive a lot of monks from Myanmar, Birmania, and 10,000 people's hurt, né, Bante?
Yes, many people. This is anicca, see, anicca, dukkha, anatta.
Yes.
The Buddha said to be born is suffering, see. If you're not born, then you don't have to face all these things that's happening right now.
Yes, they stupas on the top, there are the pair of monks, of teachers, broken, né, Bante? They stupa broken on the top.
Yeah.
Very difficult moment, né?
That's right. We also have to prepare ourselves for our death also.
Yes.
We are not exception. We are no exception to death. So it's just a matter who goes first. That's all. You or me. How do we go happily or very fearfully?
Yes.
We have a choice in deciding how we're gonna go. We can go happily or go fearfully. If we want to go happily, we have to give up the body. Don't cling to the body.
Yes.
If we want to go fearfully, then we cling to the body, attach to the body. That's all.
Yes.
So you have to teach yourself that the body is not you, and you have to lose it one day. So let it go willingly.
Sakayati.
Yeah, sakayati. Yeah.
Silabata Paramasa, no necessary to recite to people's Bante. The Myanmar monks recite all day, né? But it's not necessary, né, Bante? Silabata Paramata is not necessary to recite our dead people's, né, Bante? Or necessary. Do you want?
No. It's part of an understanding or enlightenment of a sotapanna. He knows that karma is the thing that causes our good or bad happening. It's not what we do, what we pray or do rituals to anything or anybody.
Yes, it's a custom, né, from monks, né, from Myanmar, né. Is a culture from monks, né, but it's normal to recite. The monks recite because it's a culture, né. It's normal to monks recite, né, Bante?
Monks who have what? Have size?
Recite the sutras for
recite
dead
the
people.
sutra. Oh, this is just ritual. You're not doing any benefit for anybody. You should recite when you're still alive. Anicca dukkha anatta. Teach your mind that your body is anicca dukkha anatta, and that you should give up. Don't be attached to it. When it's time for it to go, let it go willingly.
Yes, but the monks of Myanmar is the form of rich samadhi, né? Reciting. Itipiso, patika samupada, né, Bante? It's normal, né, Bante?
Yeah, that's a way of meditating, see, by chanting.
Yes.
All right. Okay, I have other people waiting. Okay.
Okay, but thanks.
Nice
my
talking to
Sati,
you.
my Sati Sampajana stopped to the peoples of Myanmar, but it's really sad for us.
You forget about anicca, dukkha, anatta.
Yes.
Okay. Wisdom is gone. No wisdom, no mindfulness. Just worry, just sadness.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Call back your wisdom, call back your mindfulness.
Yes. The life continued.
Yeah. The mind never dies. That's all we have to know. Yeah. It's only the body that dies. The mind goes on. Look for a new body.
Yes.
All right.
Conscious.
Okay,
Space
good.
and conscious. Infinite conscious. And infinite space too, Bante.
Okay.
Space is infinite too.
Yeah.
Conscious and space.
Six elements are infinite.
Infinite.
Earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, knowing element, and the space element. These are our six infinite.
Sunyata is infinite too, but Sunyata is infinite too.
Sunyata is space element. Space emptiness. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Nice talking to you.
The wisdom is infinite, but several Buddhas coming to teach us.
Maybe you'll be the next Buddha, who knows?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not here, but I'm enlightenment. I'm not here.
All right.
It's a kidding.
Okay, it's okay. See you next time. See you next week. Okay. Christine Goe from Penang also.
Good evening, Ajaan.
Hi, how are
Can
you?
you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, Ajaan. I have a question. Mahasatipatthana, is that always we can contemplate anyone that we need. It's not only we contemplate one. Four of it we also can contemplate, right? Whenever we need that as a medicine.
What do you want to contemplate?
Example, if I have kilesa 1, 2, 3, 4. So four of the different kilesa. So I use either one just to cure the kilesa. Then I can contemplate whichever it can cure my busy thinking mind.
Well, you see, there are two ways of dealing with your thinking mind. It's mindfulness. By reciting a mantra, or watching, meditating, watching your breath, then you can still your mind. Then the thinking mind will stop. But to get rid of your defilement with wisdom, it depends on what type of defilement you have. See? If you are still greedy for money, then you should contemplate on death. See? When the body, what good use is the money if your body should die, right? So when you think that one day you're gonna have to die, so what you don't want to have too much money anyway, because you won't be able to take it with you. So you can stop your greed for money. If you want to have a boyfriend, then you have to contemplate on a supa, not on death. Okay. Also, death is also can be used. If you should be married today and tomorrow your husband die, what happened? Then you don't want to get married, right? What's the point of getting married and being a widow after one day? So it depends on what kind of defilement you have. So the antidote to the defilement are different. It's still a long way for you to go there. Just try to use the basic, stick to the basic, mindfulness, Bhutto, mantra, sitting down, watching your breath, or be mindful of your body first. Okay?
because every now and then I also contemplate Buddha, but the craving mind to get my mind busy, that another mind, the craving always come out to keep the busy mind habit. So I sometimes I use like Anicang or like on the Dhamma. Sometimes I use Buddha like that. Maybe I have to practice more.
Okay, just find the right one for you. You have to try different ones when you have craving coming up. Find which one works for you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Next, Nita and Saket from Pune, India. Am I pronouncing correctly, Pune?
Yes, Thanajan.
Okay.
See you. Hope you're doing well.
Fine, thank you. How was your trip back home?
Very
Okay.
nice. Yes, it was smooth. We did have a long layover, and we managed to sleep in the airport for some time, but safely, on time, just before the earthquake, I guess.
Uh-huh. Did you get any effect in India from the earthquake?
No,
No, it's too far away.
our friends started calling us from US. They thought that we are still in Thailand.
I
So
see.
they wanted to know that we're safe and sound. Yeah, but we had a wonderful trip. Since the trip has ended, the mind is very peaceful and calm, and not too much thinking is happening. So it's all
Yes,
good.
keep it that way. Try to keep it that way.
Thank you for your guidance. Thank you. It was a pleasure. It was an honor to meet you as well in the trip.
Okay. Happy to see you too. Any question tonight?
Not from me, Ajahn, but Sakir.
Fra Ajahn, I had one question. So I'm caring for my mom as well. And, as she's getting on in years, sometimes I feel there's a need to be a little, she can be strong-headed. She doesn't want to use a walking stick, and she's all over the place, for example. And she needs assistance with some daily activities, which again, she's very strong-headed about. And I'm wondering, it really feels sometimes I have to be stern with her. But I don't want to be stern in a nasty way either. Would you have any advice for me how I can skillfully?
You should leave it up to her how much help she needs. Don't force the need on her. Don't force the help on her. Just wait for her to ask for your help. Because sometimes people just don't want to be helped. They want to take care of themselves as much as possible. So try to be a servant. Don't try to be the master, telling your mother what to do. Wait for your mother to tell you what she wants you to do for her. But first you have to tell her though that I'm here ready. Whenever you want anything from me, just don't hesitate. Just let me know. But if you don't want me to do anything, I'll stay away. I'll leave you alone. Then everybody is happy. She's happy and you're happy. You don't get in each other's way, see. The problem is sometimes we care too much. We want to push our care upon her, on the other people, which they don't want.
Actually, Thanajan, Saket's mom is really drugged. Like she's been using these heavy doses of drugs, which is numbing her mind, and she's not able to think clearly or act accordingly, not take care of herself, her body. And we try to make sure that she, for example, she uses the walker so that she doesn't fall and hurt herself. But then she's really adamant that she doesn't want to use a walker. So
That's
I think
right. So it's up to her, see. You already offer your help. But if she doesn't want it, then what can you do? If you try to push her, then she can get angry at you. So it becomes counterproductive. You're trying to help her, but instead of helping her, you're hurting her without knowing it. So don't try not to have any interaction, any altercation really. Just be nice to each other and just okay. Ask, can I help you with anything? And she said no, okay, fine. If she said yes, then do it. It's her life, So it's up to her how she wants to do with her life, right? You are here to help, not to hurt her. But your good intention, sometimes our good intention hurt other people unknowingly.
Yes, thank you, Ajaan. It's difficult advice, but I think that I will try and apply this. And
yes, you lack equanimity. So sometimes it's your attachment to her, you're craving to help her, which is not which you overdo, and instead of being helpful, it can become hurtful to her. But if you have equanimity, then you stay put and you just wait for her to send the signal that she needs some help, then you go and help her. If she doesn't send any signal, then just leave her alone.
But Ajaan, it's okay to use some skillful means like saying that I have to report to the doctor, so please do these things so that I can give a good report. And using those kind of skillful means, that's okay, right?
I don't know whether it's skillful or not. You might think it's skillful, but it might be deceitful.
Oh, okay.
So it's better be supportive and keep her happy. Better that way. The body's gonna die anyway, no matter how well you look after it. What's important is to make the mind happy. The body should come next, not first. The mind should come first. You should make her happy, mentally happy. And as far as the body, whatever she wants you to do for her, you do it. If she doesn't want to, then leave it alone. Okay.
Thank you very much, Ajaan.
You're welcome. Next, Sui and Check from Vancouver.
Greetings, Ajaan.
Greetings, Ajaan.
Ajaan. You didn't feel the earthquake, right, Ajaan?
I didn't feel what?
Did you feel the earthquake?
I feel awkward.
The earthquake in
Earthquake.
Pattaya?
No, not in my kuti, not here.
Not in Pattaya.
No, not at all. I realized after my Dhamma talk that we normally have about 800 people watching live, but on that day we only have 500. So I wonder what happened. And I realized, they got earthquake in Bangkok, and people just couldn't have the time to listen to Dhamma talk as they used to do normally.
So it was time of Dhammatalk, the same time.
Yeah, same time. I give it 2 o'clock, but the earthquake started at 1:30, half an hour before. And maybe people only heard of it or realized that half an hour later. So they got panic, and instead of listening to Dhamma talk, they didn't have time for that. So I lost about 300 people that normally would be listening to my Dhamma talk that day. Instead of 800, there was only 500. I was wondering what happened. I thought maybe something wrong with the internet or something wrong with Facebook or YouTube. But then later on, I realized it was the earthquake that caused the difference in the number of people listening to Dhamma talk that day.
Oh, you didn't hear about the earthquake yet at that time. I guess it was just happening, right? It was
I heard from a couple who are listening to the Dhamma talk. Once I finish with the Dhamma talk, they say they normally continue to listen to the question and answer. But they said today they have to go back to Bangkok because of an earthquake.
Oh. Yeah.
But there's no effect over here. We didn't have any effect at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I heard the term Cetto Vimutti and
Ceto Vimutti, Panya Vimutti.
I was wondering what Vimutti means.
Vimutti is enlightenment or freedom from suffering.
Freedom from suffering. Oh.
Yeah.
But you need both.
Yes, you need both, but sometimes you are more efficient on one than the other.
Oh.
With samadhi, you only need the fourth jhana, but some people are able to attain also psychic power.
Oh.
But you don't need psychic power, you only need the fourth jhana for samadhi.
Oh.
And with wisdom, all you have to know is the Four Noble Truths and the three characteristics of existence.
Oh.
But some people know more than that. They know about other knowledges that they can use to present the Dhamma more clearly.
Oh. So the basic for the Cetto Vimutti is four jhana, and the basic for the Panya Vimutti is three characteristics.
No, this is for the normal people.
No,
The minimum that you have to have the fourth jhana and samadhi, and the minimum of knowledge is the Four Noble Truths and the three characteristics of existence.
And three characteristics. Oh, okay.
But some people might have more than that. And some people might have more than the fourth jhana. They can enter the rupa jhana. They can enter into the upachara samadhi and have psychic power. These are surpluses, which you don't need to have to become enlightened.
Yeah.
And on the Jeto and the Panya, people know more than the Four Noble Truths, know more than the three characteristics of existence.
Oh.
They know about rocket engineering, they know about nuclear science. So they can use this knowledge to teach to other people.
Oh.
Like the Buddha, he knows a lot of other knowledges besides the Four Noble Truths and the three characteristics of existence. When he teach to farmers, he use the knowledge of farmers to compare to the Dhamma that he's trying to explain to them. Some if you don't have this knowledge, then sometimes you don't know how to explain to people, you know.
Yeah. The Buddha knows he can use a lot of simile. He uses
That's right. Yeah, he uses a lot of simile because they have a lot of knowledge. Extra knowledges that you don't need for enlightenment, but you can use it for teaching other people. So he has to achieve these disciples. One is proficient in psychic power. One is proficient in wisdom, Sariputta and Mokkallana.
But I think the Buddha said the wisdom is superior, isn't it? Like
That's right, because the psychic power cannot alone make you become enlightened. But wisdom, you can use wisdom to make you become enlightened. But you have to have the right knowledge, the right wisdom, samadhi, Four Noble Truths and three characteristics of existence. So wisdom is more superior to the psychic power.
That's why Venerable Sariputta is the right hand, right?
Right hand disciple, because he has the wisdom. He can teach people, make other people enlighten more than Mokkallana can.
But all arahants has four jhana, and they all know four Noble Truth and 3 characteristics.
That's right. That's the minimum. There are four types of arahants. The basic type, right? They have the 4 jhana and the 3 characteristics and 4 noble truth. Then they have the special power, the psychic power, arahant, and they have the arahant who can recollect past life. And then they have the wisdom inclined arahant. So there are 4 types of arahant.
But psychic power and recalling the past life, isn't it the same? No, not the same.
No, recalling past life is one special ability. My psychic power is you are able to contact with the spiritual being, like the devas. By teaching to the devas, you have to have the psychic power.
Yeah.
Not using recollection of past life to teach you to the devas, the spiritual beings.
But the Buddha has all, he's superior in
That's
all.
right. He had all this ability.
He can recall past life, has psychic power.
Because as a Buddha, he has to try everything before he could become enlightened. But he didn't know which one is needed and which one is not needed. So he tried everything in his past life.
Yeah, he practiced to the maximum. Everything.
Yeah, everything that he could grab hand on. So he realized the extra power that you don't need for enlightenment.
Yeah.
Okay, understand now?
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Yeah, no question from you, Sri.
Not today, but
Which
I
type,
do have
which type of arahant are you gonna be?
first one.
First one, the basic one.
Yeah, I'm aiming for the basic one.
The vanilla ice cream type.
Yes, vanilla ice cream.
I like that one. Really, vanilla ice cream.
Just aiming for the
Not
basic one.
chocolate chip or anything like that special.
Yeah, basic one is good enough. Yeah. One quick question, Ajahn. In order to get to jhana, we have to get rid of the 5 hindrances temporarily.
Well, you need to have the mindfulness to get rid of everything. Without mindfulness, you cannot get rid of the hindrance.
So
So
go
you
back
need mindfulness, continuous mindfulness, sati sampachanya. Once you have sati sampachanya, then you can override the 5 hindrances. The 5 hindrances will not arise because you have no room for them to arise.
Oh, okay. Even the ill will, like.
Yeah, if you have mindfulness, you can stop ill will as soon as it comes up. See?
Oh.
Everything will not be able to function with mindfulness watching all the time, watching the mind all the time. Then nothing can come up. Ill will, sexual desire, doubt, because all these things come from thinking. And if you can stop thinking, control the thought, then this thing cannot come up.
Oh, okay. So the reason I ask you is because like you taught us before, we have to cultivate metta, right? So that's another part.
That's because when you don't have enough mindfulness and you already have the problem. If you have mindfulness, then you won't have anger in the first place. But if you had anger, it means you don't have enough mindfulness. So when you have anger, then you have to deal with metta.
Oh, okay.
Or you can use mindfulness also if you can. But since you could not, since you didn't have enough metta, didn't have enough mindfulness to stop it in the first place, it's probably not possible for you to use mindfulness to stop it once it have come up. So you might have to use metta instead. Forgiveness. When you're angry at someone, just forgive them. Forgive that person. When you forgive them, then your anger will disappear.
Oh, okay. Then okay,
Or you can use either one if you can. If you have enough mindfulness, say, okay, I'm angry. I should come back to Bhutto, and then come back to Bhutto. That also works.
Okay. Yeah, that's the mindfulness method.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay.
But since you have this hindrances, it means your mindfulness is not good enough. You allow it to happen in the first place. If strong mindfulness, then these hindrances cannot come up, cannot appear.
Okay. So that's why you taught us either like to focus on the body or to recite Buddha Buddha all the time.
That's right. Then you have no problem with the hindrances. But whenever you forget, whenever your mindfulness become lax and disappear from time to time, then there will be hindrances can come up during this period. So either you go back to your mindfulness, if you have strong enough mindfulness, you go back to that. If you don't, then you have to use the other antidote. Okay.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, Nining. Are you still in Thailand or you have gone back to Indonesia?
Yeah, Ajahn. I'm still in Thailand, Ajahn. Now I'm in Bangkok.
I see.
Yeah. Thank you, Ajahn. I'm very, very happy. Like today, I said to my mom that, Mama, do you know that we can watch our Pindapata live recording 2 days ago? And then Mama said, oh, okay. And then Mama watched until the end. And then I asked her, are you happy? Yes, I'm very happy. So I think it will become one more channel option for my mama because my mama love watching TV. And then today I asked my mom, mom, not asking, just I start conversation with my mom. Mom, do you know that one of student asked to Ajahn, can meditation cure the disease? And do you know what Ajahn replied? And then Ajahn replied that meditation cannot cure the disease except for the mind disease. So in this case, I just try to make my mom close to Dhamma. I try to tell the story to my mom about Dhamma, but since she adore Ajahn very much, so I try to tell the question and answer story or one of the Ajahn Dhamma to my mom. Is it correct, Ajahn?
To give her that Dhamma story.
Yeah, like when I tell my mom about the question and answer of Ajahn and student, so I don't ask my mom to do this and to do that, but I just like telling her the story.
You first have to ask her first whether she wants you to do it or not.
Oh, still has to ask my mom.
Better if someone asks you first, that would be better, right? Whether you want to do this or not.
Oh, okay. And when my mom watching that afternoon Dhammatalk, when the offering session, my mom said that is the doll that you bring for the children. And then my mom said that next time you must bring more. Okay, mom. Next time I will bring 10. And then mama said that, oh, I think I count more than 10 children. That also makes me happy because my mom has intention in that situation, Ajahn.
That's right.
And yeah, and I will follow what she expect me to do.
Good.
As long as it's good and makes my mom happy.
That's right.
Okay, Ajahn. Okay, thank you then, Ajahn. Thank you very much.
So when do you go back to Indonesia?
I will back on 4 April because our house assistant will back from hometown. She still celebrate the Idul Fitri in the hometown. So
Okay.
yeah, because after she back to my house, she will do all the house house tasks, and then I will manage for everything since my mom also asked me when will you do the meditation again in the forest? So I said that, okay, mom, don't worry. If everything goes well in the house, then I will manage my schedule and I go to Thailand again. That's what I replied to her. And I'm very happy because my mom support me very much, Ajahn. That what's make me happy very, very much.
Okay, good.
Yeah, thank you, Ajahn.
All right,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Next, Kenan. Kenan. Where are you from? I forgot.
Lieutenant John?
Yes, what can I do for you?
Yeah. I have no questions today. I'm from Chicago, by the way.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
I'll go to Diana now.
Just listen.
All
Thank
right. Diana from King City.
Namo Buddhaya, Ajaan Suchart.
Yes, what can I do for you?
I really enjoyed all the speaking today, and it was nice to see a few Russian people asking questions. The one that stayed at your monastery.
Yes.
Is it okay? I share a few resources for them right now.
Okay, you can speak in Russian. I think the
Oh, is it?
diplomat is still listening. He's still
Yeah.
watching.
I just wanted to share that
You can speak in Russian if you like.
Oh, well, the title is in English, so I'll just say the title in English and then I can say it in Russian. But it's
Okay.
it's the Thai title of the YouTube channel.
Yeah, just
It's
go
like
ahead, speak in English. You don't have to speak to me. Speak in Russian if you want to give them the message.
Okay, I will try. But it's easier for me in English now. I'll just say like it's called like Wat San Fran, because I also want to ask you if you probably know about this, like Wat San Fran.
Wat San Fran?
Yeah, is a YouTube channel of some Thai Bante.
I haven't heard it before. I haven't seen it.
Yes, I actually did not learn the name of the Lungpa, you say? Lungpa?
Lungpa.
Yeah. There's a Thai teacher, so his student made like animated Jataka tales.
I see.
There's about like 300 of them.
Mhm.
And each Friday, there's another one that comes out. Some are 5 minutes, some are 10 minutes, some 15 minutes. But they cover these Jataka stories, which have some Angulimala stories. My daughter and I watched most of them.
Okay.
Okay, I can say it in Russian now.
Okay, go ahead.
Да, вот этот YouTube-канал, на нем вот эти Jataka Tales, там информация очень много помогает какие-то понятия развить. И, простите, у меня русский не очень уже хороший, вот. Но если вы попадете на этот YouTube, он называется Animated Jataka Tales, и там можно просмотреть и научиться информацию. Okay. I wasn't prepared to speak in Russian, so I hope it sounded okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just because one Jataka I remember from there is like how Angulimala was a big turtle, like a big giant turtle. Do you know that one, Ajaan Suchart?
No, I don't know much about the Jataka stories.
Yeah, just by accident I learned that it was just so strange because the other monastery that we go to, the Sri Lankan one, they also didn't hear about it, even though they use the website for their children's classes mostly. And it's like how Angulimala was like this big giant turtle, and he helped these like 1,000 people to cross from some kind of water situation where they couldn't get home. But then once the people got to the land, what happened is they decided to eat the turtle. So they killed him, even though they promised not to kill him. So the only person that didn't kill him didn't eat the meat of the turtle was the little girl. And so when he was reborn as Angulimal, he like got thrown into this murderous rage, like murdering like these 1,000 people who ate him before, except the mother, and the mother was that little girl. At least that's how my daughter is enchanted with this Angulimal story from when she was little. So then I had to look more into it.
Okay, good. Do you have any question?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me. Yes. A personal question I have is I've noticed that on my own I'm quite good with having the mindfulness practice more this week, and actually it was coming. It was coming, so I didn't have to like visualize anything like I was speaking with you last time, and I probably didn't phrase myself good last time because it's more like when I turn to metta that there's more like visual lightness that I experience, and that's why but I think it's okay, right? Because it's like a little bit different practice for metta and forgiving and generally.
As long as you make your mind happy, peaceful, and calm, that's the goal.
Yeah. Okay. So my question is like now that I'm doing more like 6 precepts as much as possible, and it really helped with reducing the tension. If let's say the timing is running late, I don't stress out anymore, like I lost my precept or something. So now when I have to go out in the world and other people are there, I'm struggling to keep my mindfulness. I do find that I lose it. So could you share a little more how to keep it more successfully?
Well, you just have to recite the mantra as much as possible.
So just still the same thing, regardless of the reactions I'm having.
No, try not to react when you don't have to. Try to stay with your mantra when you don't have to react.
Oh, I mean, like when I have feelings arising, when I have already. Is it too late already?
No,
Yeah.
you can still use the mantra. You can remember using the mantra. You can use it anytime.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not sure why. Well, particularly with my family, I just start feeling so agitated, even if I am using mantra.
You have to practice before you run into them. See, when you're at home, imagine that you're running into your family and you start to recite mantra to when you see them, when you're near them. Try to use as much mantra as you can. Only react or reply to what they ask you. Otherwise, just don't say anything.
Okay. Because once I start speaking back quickly to try to soothe them, that's when I guess that's the key point where like
you lost your mindfulness. You get involved in the play, and you're not becoming a watcher. You're becoming a player.
Yeah, and then I see myself play, but I'm
stop playing.
No. And it's challenging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to be an observer more than a player.
Okay. Okay. Some other follow-up questions. Oh yes, with this rushing with this, how people are always rushing and rushing to like from this priority to the next. So I've kind of like tried to step back and not to rush, though I get sucked into it again. I guess it's the same thing. It's the mindfulness.
Yes, it's either the mindfulness or the craving. They're the opposite forces. If you have more mindfulness, then your craving will become less. If you have less mindfulness, then your craving will become more.
So I guess then, is it the craving of like getting something done that is not letting me conduct myself mindfully?
Yes, sometimes you need to stop doing anything to develop mindfulness first. And then when you have enough, you have to have time to develop your mindfulness. You cannot do it while you go craving for some other thing at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's why I wasn't working. I had to like pause and regroup.
It's probably
Okay.
difficult for you to do because you have to deal with your daughter and your life, so you won't have much time to be alone to effectively develop your mindfulness.
Yes.
You can use wisdom sometime though when you have too much craving on your hand. Just say, what happened if you die today? Ask yourself. If I should just have a heart attack, then what's all this craving for anyway, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, something this week did happen, and I was wondering like how the monks look after their health, like if they have access to doctors or monthly, like let's say to look after their teeth, and like do you guys have yearly checkups for that kind of thing, or like is that like totally renounced?
It differs from each individuals. You know.
It's individual, okay.
Yeah, but there are access to healthcare if they wanted to have one. Some just don't like to go to hospital. They just use traditional way of treating the body.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I was. I also don't like the hospitals at all, and but turned out I went to get my teeth looked after because once a year we do that, and turns out like I might have some. I need to go to see a specialist. I was sent. I might have some bacteria that was in my gums, and now it could be in the bone of my jaw, and has some strange name. I have to look at it, but you know, just. I didn't react to it. Like I was reminded how like everything is permanent, I mean impermanent, how the teeth are going to fall out eventually, like when the body decays. Although I didn't necessarily want it to happen like right now. So
Yes,
yes.
you have to contemplate that anything can happen anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
You cannot tell when you want to die or when you want to lose your teeth.
Yeah. So on my own, I had like about an hour to contemplate and to just the fear came up. But I had Dhamma to work with it. And then when I shared it with my mother, like she went through so much turmoil about it, and it was interesting to see that I do have the tools and I am applying it to life more than people who may not have access. Okay, I had some other questions. Let me see. Yes, I had a question about what you said just recently, the Sati Sampajanya. Was it like the Sati Sampajanya, you were talking about Anapana, or were you talking about like the Vedana and Panya more practice?
No, Sati Sampajanya is mindfulness practice, continuous mindfulness. Has nothing to do with Vedana or Sanya. Just to be mindful with your mantra or be mindful with your body movement.
Okay, so then my other question about this body movement that I keep coming back to. So somehow my mind is confused about, so let's say like I'm walking and I'm aware of my feet, but I want to let's say I want to be aware of my back, but then if I'm just thinking about my back, then like I'm just thinking, it's not real. So is it okay to be like aware of my back, like aware of feeling?
Don't be aware of anything, just anything that's in front of you that you can see.
Okay, but then what about the rest of the body?
Just your step.
Just a step, okay.
When you're walking, watch your steps. That's all.
Yeah, because my previous training through Goenka tradition, you know, I was used to doing the body scan, like and I thought that was the body awareness, and from time to time my mind seems to remember that practice, but I guess I'm not. I shouldn't. Oh yeah, and the question is like if I'm using my mind to focus on my breath, would it not be the same thing to use my mind to focus like on scanning my body, or is there some other process in there that is interfering with building the necessary concentration?
Well, see, when you're watching your breath, you're just watching at one point, so your mind doesn't have to move. But if you scan the body, then your mind has to move, has to do more action. So it cannot be still by scanning, but it can be still by watching the breath at the one point, not moving around.
So then the follow-up question, like, is it harder to stay? It seems for me, I don't know, is it sometimes my mind just wants a break and then it just wants to do the body. Like, is that like going away from
It's your defilement that's pulling you away from.
defilement? Okay. Maybe. Oh, and about this, we were talking about the infinite earth, water, fire, air, and space. And my question was like, this nibbana, is that the space element, or is that like,
No,
is there another?
Nibbana is the knowing element, pure from defilement.
So earth, water, air, fire, space, and then knowing is the sixth. So knowing is the nibbana one.
Yes, Nibbana is in the knowing element. Right now, most knowing elements are defiled by the delusion, caused by the delusion. So they got defilement. So when one become enlightened, then this knowing element become pure of defilement. So it's called Nibbana.
Yes, and then you were saying that jhana alone cannot get us to nibbana, that eventually we'd have to use the wisdom.
Yes, jhana give you temporary Nibbana. When you stop the mind from thinking, then the defilement could not do anything at that time. So it's
that's
feel like
nibbana.
and that's nibbana, no defilement.
So then once the mind is nibbana, my new understanding is it goes through some kind of like transformation, transmutation, and is that when we like can go into the satapana, like the different levels, or that's not enough?
Well, before you reach nibbana, you have to go through the 4 stages of enlightenment.
Yeah. So so for the first stage enlightenment, is it like enough to go once into nibbana?
No, you have to go through all the four stages.
Oh.
It's like learning in university. You have to finish your bachelor degree before you can do your master. After you got your master, then you have to do your doctorate degree.
So then where is that space, the first stage of enlightenment? Like, if it's not in nibbana, like, where is it?
It's a knowing element changing thing, and the knowing element is being purified stage by stage.
Okay, but that's not you like that first stage is not nibbana yet.
No.
The nibbana is the final stage, like after the
That's right. That's a real nibbana. When I talk about samadhi or meditation, this is just a comparison. It's not considered to be nibbana at all, but I just compare like a temporary nibbana.
Oh, like a step. Okay. And so the arahant is not like in nibbana yet, but he's in the like last stage before nibbana.
Yeah, as soon as he became an arahant, he also entered into nibbana at the same time.
Say it again.
As soon as he become an arahant, he also achieved a nibbana at the same time.
Okay, that's why that's why there's no more rebirth.
That's right.
Okay, thank you. That's been very helpful.
All right. Okay. I hope you become one soon from this conversation.
Oh, I wish.
Okay. Well, next I'll go to Mandy now. We're running out of time, so over time already. Hi, Mandy. Any question?
Hello, Ajaan. Thank you, and thank you for everyone. And their questions is stimulating. It reminds me, I'm following still the 5 precepts. I plan on taking retreat in June, or even once a week soon. Moving, living alone, and I have been, and guess those are my updates.
You're moving away from the town you're staying in right now?
Moving away from the just down the road to a 1-bedroom. I'm downsizing.
Oh, I see. Still in the same town. Still in the same town.
Yeah.
Just like Aparajita, I think she also moved from from a big house to a small one, living alone. Because once you live alone, you can practice more.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Thank you.
No question.
No questions. Thank you.
Okay, I'll go to Joe. You know him, right? Joe yourself from Niagara Falls.
Yes.
Hi, Joe. You have any question?
กรารนมัสการครับ
Yes.
Just a quick question. Is that Buddha? Is that enough to focus on the last breath?
You
Like
mean
before you
you
die?
die? If you use
Yes.
Buddha, then you'll die peacefully, see, calmly. But it doesn't mean that you'll go to where it depends on what kind of karma that you have accumulated. If you have more bad karma than good karma, you will still go to the lower realm of existence. If you have more good karma than bad karma, then you go to higher realm of existence.
So that's what we should focus on.
Yes, no more good karma than bad karma.
Okay. Is that Buddha is a Buddhanusti?
Yes, it's a form of mindfulness, developing mindfulness. If you have Buddha, you can calm your mind. Then if you have strong mindfulness, and you can send the mind to a higher realm of existence also.
So is that when the crisis happen, if we focus on that, is that enough to focus?
If you can calm your mind with that, then it's enough. If you can
Okay.
stop the mind from getting excited or getting anxious or getting fearful, then it's good.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's not easy to do.
Right.
You have to
Yeah.
you have
You
to test
practice.
yourself when you run into some mental issues. See if you can use mindfulness to stop it or not.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to focus on right now. Just try to focus on Morana Nusati.
Nusati, yeah.
Yes. And yeah, before I fall asleep, I think I kind of feeling a little bit before I fall asleep. I think that's kind of I kind of know what the last bit like.
Yeah,
Sometimes
but it's not the real thing. It's not like the real thing. It's not like when you're really gonna die.
Right.
It's
Is that
quite
a good
different.
practice though?
I say it's different, but it's good practice. But what you practice is not real death yet. Say so. It's like when you train for boxing. When you're boxing with your trainer is one thing. When you go up into the ring and face your opponent, that's another thing.
Okay. Last question. Would you allow me to draw a picture of you?
Allow, it's up to you. As long as you don't bother me or take any time that from me, then you can. If you have a picture of me you want to draw, it's okay. You're welcome to it.
Okay, thank you. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, we have question from email now.
กราบนมัสการท่านอาจารย์ค่ะ We have two questions and they're both from Facebook. The first question is from Tanik. Hi ท่านอาจารย์ How can we help a person on the deathbed to get to a better place? By chanting Putto?
Not at all. And the person has to help himself. No one can send him to a better place but himself. We might instruct the person what to do, but whether that person can do it or not, that's the person's business. We cannot do it for that person.
The next question is from Praveen. I have a question, Bante. Why Myanmar is suffering so much war, earthquake? Many monks, nuns died, though many are meditators there. Some say it's a result of collective karma. Kindly explain, please.
I think it's more about it's like the weather, it's natural occurrence, and there are many forces that cause these things to happen. So it could happen in Myanmar today, might be happening to another country tomorrow. So we just have to understand that this is the law of nature, law of anicca, dukkha, anatta.
That
We
is
just
all,
have
Ka.
we just have to accept them. That's all. We cannot do anything. If we can accept them, then our mind can become peaceful. But if we don't accept them, then our mind can be restless or agitated. All right? I think that's about all for tonight or today, whatever the case may be. Thanks for your company. I hope this meeting is useful, beneficial, and can help you advance on your path to enlightenment. In the meantime, please stay safe, be mindful all the time, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Sadhu, sadhu,
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Bye.
Yeah.
Ajahn.
Thank you, Admin.
That's nice.
Thank you, Amin.
Sadhu, sadhu,
Good night,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
sadhu.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
admin.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, admin. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Ajahn.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.